Inverted pyramid of biomass. This happens when the smaller weight of producer support consumer of larger weight. Example, aquatic ecosystem. In a water body, the producer are tiny plankton that grow and reproduce rapidly. In this condition, the pyramid of biomass has a small base with the producer biomass at the base providing support to consumer biomass of larger weight. Therefore, it assumes an inverted shape. Pyramid of energy. To compare the functional role of the pyramid level in an ecosystem, an energy pyramid is most suitable. It is the graphical structure representing the flow of energy through each trophic level of food chain over a fixed part of the natural environment. It represents the amount of energy at each trophic level and loss of energy at each is transferred to another trophic level. Hence, the pyramid is always upward with a large energy base at the bottom. It's sometimes called trophic pyramid or ecological pyramid. It decrease or loss of energy at each subsequent trophic level is due to two reasons. At least trophic, a part of available energy is lost in respiration or used up in metabolism. A part of energy is lost at its transformation when it moves from lower to higher trophic level as heat. Productivity of ecosystem. Productivity. The term productivity is always used in context to mean rate of production or rate of energy flow. Definition of productivity. The productivity of an ecosystem refers to the rate of production, the amount of organic matter accumulated in any unit time. Productivity referred to rate at which energy is accumulated or produced by green plant in unit time in the form of organic substance that can be used as food. In ecology, production or productivity referred to the rate of generation of biomass in the ecology. It usually expressed in unit or mass per area per time. Productivity is the increase in the amount of new living material produced in an ecosystem. Type of productivity. Productivity is the following. Productivity is of the following type: primary productivity, secondary productivity, net productivity. Primary productivity, the rate at which producer capture solar energy and convert it into chemical energy biomass through photosynthesis. Primary productivity of an ecosystem, community, or any part is defined as the rate at which radiant energy is stored, mostly by photosynthetic activity of producer organism, chlorophyll bearing organism, mainly plant and phytoplankton, and much lesser extent by chemosynthetic activity of producer microorganism, the iron bacteria, the nitrifying bacteria, and the non-pigmented sulfur bacteria in the form of organic substance which can be used as food substance. It is defined as the rate at which radiant energy is stored by the producer, most of which are photosynthetic, and to much lesser extent the chemosynthetic microorganism. Type of primary productivity. Primary productivity is of two types: gross primary productivity, net primary productivity. Gross primary productivity, GPP. It refers to the total rate of photosynthetic including the organic matter used up in respiration during the measurement period. It depends on the chlorophyll content. The rate of primary productivity are estimated in terms of either chlorophyll content as chlorophyll dry weight unit area or photosynthetic number amount of carbon dioxide fixed. Net primary productivity, NPP. It is referred to the rate of storage of organic matter in plant tissue in exit of respiratory utilization by plant during measurement period. It is known as apparent photosynthesis or net assimilation. Not all the total productivity energy goes into making biomass, growth and reproduction. Some productivity is used in autotroph own life process, respiration, and this energy is ultimately lost as heat. So NPP is equal to GPP minus R, respiration energy used to do work in organism. Secondary productivity, it is the rate of energy storage at consumer level. Herbivore, carnivore and decomposer, since consumer only utilize food material already produced with appropriate respiratory losses or their respiration to cover to different tissues by an overall process. Secondary productivity should not be divided into gross and net amount. Some ecologists such as Odom 1971 preferred to use the term assimilation rather than production at the level the consumer level. It actually remains mobile, keep on moving from one organism to another, and does not live in situ like primary productivity. Net productivity, it refers to the rate of storage of organic matter not used by heterotroph or consumer, equivalent to net primary productivity minus consumption by the heterotroph during the period of measurement as a season or year, etc. It is thus the rate of increase of biomass of the primary producer which has been left by the consumer. Method of measurement of primary productivity: harvest method, oxygen measurement method, oxygen production method, carbon dioxide method, carbon dioxide assimilation method, pH method, disappearance of raw material, productivity determination with radioactive material, radioactive tracer method, radioisotope method, chlorophyll method. Harvest method, standing crop method, the common and at the same time oldest method of measuring primary productivity is the harvest method. This method is widely used in terrestrial ecosystem for estimating production. It is the most useful for estimating the production of cultivated land range and communities of the annual plant where production start from zero at seedling or plant time become maximum at harvest and subject to minimum use by consumer.